Trump campaign tweet, Elon retweeted, then undid to cover his. Oh, nice. I like that we're doing European style racism in America now, by the way. This is like America has always been very white supremacist, obviously, but like this kind of racism is just like straight up Euro racism. It's a very unique European style racism. Many Euros in the chat will understand exactly what this is. Like, what's next? Are we going to start talking about the Romani people? Like, what are we doing? Like, this did not used to be like the American method. Americans are racist, but also simultaneously, they were much more understanding of like migrants in general, as opposed to the last 10 years where we've just like really maxed out on like hatred. But also, our migrants oftentimes don't even come from Africa. Like, most of our migrants are brown, bro. The undocumented immigrant, when an American is talking about undocumented immigrants, they're not talking about black people. They're usually talking about brown people. They're talking about like Mexicans, Guatemalans, Venezuelans. So that's why this is like so Euro racist. It's crazy. I always thought that America used to lead the world in this kind of rhetoric. And it feels like we are now following behind. It's strange. As a person who was previously duped by Elon, he definitely was better at reading the room when I was younger. A gajillionaire posting 9gag memes was funny enough. Along with the Iron Man PR, he just aged like milk and bought into his own image a little too much. No, I always thought it was lame as hell. Oh my God, he's a billionaire but posts 9gag memes. Like, the reason why I love LeBron is because he's corny as okay? LeBron doesn't post images of Bart because he thinks it looks sick. He posts it because he's corny. He's a cornball. Okay. He also happens to be the GOAT. Elon Musk, on the other hand, has this air of like, please like me about him. You know what I mean? That I think is like one of the major things that I think is like one of the major reasons why I've never been too much of a fan of this guy. Like, I'm posting the epic meme. There is a level of like, please like me to everything that Elon Musk does. And I think that there is that like anxiety, that nervousness that comes through. And I hate that. I can't stand that. It's so insecure. It's so incredibly insecure. Like, he's constantly seeking out validation. He constantly wants, like, he will do all of the hackiest things in order to get that validation. Like, if he was just like this, just a goofball, like, come on, man, just messing and doodling around. I miss doing this all the time. Used to be my escape. Bart got a big ass head though. My bad, Bart. Been a while since I pick up the pen. What do you think of Mark Cuban? Okay, great example. Great example. I think Mark Cuban is infinitely better at like appearing normal as a billionaire than Elon Musk. Okay, he does. He, like, I wouldn't go so far as to say he's one of the good ones or anything, but it's like very obvious that he is, to a certain degree, a normal person, as normal as you can be while still being richer than God. Okay, where like it's obvious that he will sometimes like even dialogue with like normal people. He'll put his opinions out there. He's not like programming every single thing that he is saying and calculating it to gain something. Sometimes he just posts. It's like KD. KD's a poster through and through. He doesn't play basketball. He doesn't play basketball for the sake of basketball. He plays basketball so he can post. Okay, he can talk on Twitter. I think overall, Elon Musk is so inauthentic and so desperate for attention, so desperate for people to like him. And the way I see it is like this. Okay, I'll give you another example. Andrew Tate is beaming with insecurity. Okay, that is precisely the reason why Andrew Tate presents himself as this like over the top masculine alpha dog, right? You don't do that if you are secure in your sexuality, if you're secure in your background, secure in your success. Trying to market yourself as a certain person by going overboard all the time is in my opinion, trying to make up for an insecurity that you have. It's very performative. And unfortunately, that kind of bottom of the barrel marketing is really appealing to a lot of people who are stupid and maybe also insecure as well. They don't see it as overcompensation for insecurity. They actually see it as what it is. They just respond to shapes and colors, right? So they look at that and they go, no, you don't understand. He's got a Bugatti. He's got so many cars. He's so sick. He's so awesome. They don't like take a deep breath and go, why does any of this matter? Who gives a when you die and go into the ground? They don't bury that stuff with you like a pharaoh. You know what I mean? What matters is your impact on this planet. But a lot of people don't think about it like that. And they just go, it's so sick. He's so cool. They don't even they don't think about it beyond the immediate image that they're responding to. Okay. Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys like that out there. And that's why there's a lot of people who respond positively to Elon Musk posting a 9gag meme from 2014. That's what it is. There's a lot of other people out there who don't understand the thin-skinned narcissism that comes out of that oozes out of every orifice of this person. And many of my haters will say, Hasan, you're narcissistic and you're thin-skinned. The difference is I own it. You know what I mean? When I get emotional, I own it. When I get angry, I own it. I don't try to appear a certain way. I do gay all the time because I don't give a. You know what I mean? Why would I be insecure about my sexuality? I'm a 33-year-old man. Do you see what I'm saying? And a lot of people look at that and then they go, oh my God, this guy, he wore a dress. It's like, bro, you're so stupid. You know, you're so dumb to think that wearing a dress somehow makes you less of a man. These are incredibly outdated ways of thinking that you've been locked into that only demonstrate how fragile your own personal understanding of masculinity is. Do you see what I'm saying? But like I said, there's a lot of kids online and there's a lot of kid-brained adults online. So they kind of run the show a little bit. Not gonna lie. I want to see how the media covered the Elon Musk stuff, and then we'll get back to that.
Donald Trump returned to Twitter last night. It's now called X, for a long conversation with Elon Musk that was hampered by technical issues. Rachel Scott is tracking the race. Good morning, Rachel.
Hey, George, good morning to you. This all got off to a very rocky start. That conversation was delayed by more than 40 minutes because of those tech issues. Elon Musk said he wanted to have this conversation so that the former president could appeal to independent voters, but Trump fell into a very familiar pattern of controversial statements, insults, and attacks. Overnight, Donald Trump's bot returned to the platform that once banished him for posting false claims about the election. The company saying at the time the account was permanently suspended due to the risk of further incitement of violence. It was reinstated by Elon Musk in November of 2022.
One of the funniest things that Elon Musk immediately did was call this a distributed denial of service attack, DDoS, as in people were attacking his website. Except if you are actually victim to a DDoS attack, a couple things happen that did not happen in this situation. Other parts of the website would also shut down, okay? Other parts of the website were shut down. They didn't. The rest of the website, for, for better or for worse, was still working. And not only that, but also you can track DDoS attacks. It's not untraceable. But Elon personally turned around and went along with it. Then Verge and other outlets went and asked people on the engineering side at Twitter, and they were like, yeah, no, that didn't happen. He's likely lying about it. You're just making stuff up on DDoS, bro. If you actually think that this Twitter space got DDoSed, you are exactly the type of person. You are the reason why Elon Musk is the #1 figure that crypto scammers use to dupe people, which is ironic because that's precisely what they were doing yesterday as well. There were a million different YouTube links. That was supposedly the Elon Musk Trump conversation. Some of them had 187,000 live concurrent viewers. Many of them are botted, okay? But I do find it funny and rather strange that a lot of Elon's fan base are so primed into getting duped by cryptocurrency rug pulls. I wonder what that is about. Elon says the space got 1 billion. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not how this works at all. Okay? They can say whatever they want. It's like Kick, bro. They don't have advertisers. So they can just straight up lie about their numbers all day. Even though Twitter counts views as the same as Facebook, where you just scroll past it and it's considered a view, I still think it's fake. I still don't believe it. It was a conversation. It was quite enjoyable, I might add. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm a loser, dog. I love politics, and I have a community full of losers, but you will not catch me openly saying on the timeline that I quite enjoyed like two politics people having a conversation. Okay? My entire job is to try to make that entertaining because it's boring as okay? Like, how are people voluntarily being like, yeah, I thought it was quite enjoyable to listen to two billionaire assholes. They quite literally are just talking about how they are robbing you blind, and you're sitting there with your mouth agape going, oh, this is great. Like, you're so stupid. I'm sorry. You like this, you're a dude. You are literally the dumbest. I'm sorry. Be a little bit more woke, man. Open up your eyes a little bit. When the ratio failed, yeah. RIP to the Juice Lord. I saw this. I don't know why he wanted to ratio me. Maybe because he's Canadian. He just like saw a patriotic American and he thought like, oh, well, I'm Canadian. And then it failed because, you know, God damn it, eagle screech, baby. You already know. Hey, listen. That's right, baby. That's right. Born in the USA. Born in the USA. I was born in the... Anyway.